Hey, this is Zach from Web3 Reviews. Thank you for being with us. Today is Tuesday, August 20th, and we're going to be talking about XRP. Let's go. Remember that none of this is financial advice. We're going to start this off by listening to a video from Raoul Paul talking about why he would not invest in XRP. Let's listen to it.
Blah, 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 XRP. We've gone through this before. XRP, it's like from two bull markets ago. You might be right. You might love it forever. Just please move to whatever the strong momentum is. I know there's that fear in your head is this time it'll be the big one. You'll get plenty of notification, you get back in, but don't miss the bull market because you're in a narrative of past. I beg you, I've begged you and begged you, don't do this. And the communities are huge. And I feel like, and I don't want to get attacked by people online for this, but I just feel like you're being done a disservice by being in a cult. Our job is to be mercenaries. We're in the job to make money, not to be a cult. Cults don't make money except for the leaders. Be a mercenary. Lend out your capital to the opportunities that will offer you the best risk-adjusted return. So I know it hurts people when I say this. Cardano, XRP, there's a whole bunch of these. I really hope you're right, but hope is not an investment strategy. Okay? So I'm not trying to insult you. I'm not trying to be rude. Please just understand my heart is coming from a good place.
So that's what he said. Now let's just remember that he also said that Bitcoin will reach $1 million by 2025. So he's a Bitcoin $1 million person. He's in that club. He's in that cult, if you will, that believes that Bitcoin's going to hit $1 million. So there it is. Now, Bitcoin to 1 million, that's less than a times 20. That's like a times 18 from here. Do we not think XRP is going to do a times 20? Sitting at 60 cents. We don't think it's going to go up to $12. I would take that bet over Bitcoin to 1 million. XRP to $12 before Bitcoin to 1 million. So there's that. Raoul Paul believes that. Now let's listen to what Jungle Inc. has to say about it. Raoul Paul says to avoid old coins like XRP and ADA. But I think that's missing the bigger picture. While it's essential to ride the momentum of emerging blockchains, anchoring your portfolio with proven assets is just as critical. XRP and ADA have stood the test of time, offering significant upgrades, development, and large supportive networks. Why not have the best of both worlds? Balancing your portfolio with exciting new projects while keeping a strong foundation in battle-tested blockchains. Don't let hype overshadow the value of staying grounded. I think that's smart. Why can't you have the best of both worlds? Now, I have nothing wrong with Ethereum and Bitcoin, besides the fact that I think they're slow and they don't work very well. But maybe that's your thing. Maybe you're into things that are slow and don't work very well. Maybe you like old cars and you just like to sit around and repair your old car. One time I sent myself Bitcoin and it was a congested network and I waited 17 hours for the confirmation to go through. I shit you not, 17 hours. And I have paid hundreds of dollars in ETH fees. So I'm not really here for this argument that Raoul Paul is pushing to you. And I looked up how much his class is. He's charging people at the minimum $700 a year to join his quote-unquote class, where only one person is getting richer as far as I could see. Anyways, going forward, I think he's a smart guy. I mean, obviously, he's got 180,000 people paying him $700 a year. Got to be a pretty smart guy for that. If you look up the numbers on that, that's like $70 million. When you got 70 million, you feel pretty good about buying small caps and not really worrying about, the potential blowback. But then again, he's also pushing Bitcoin to 1 million. He might be a paid shill. I mean, honestly, Raoul Paul could be a paid shill. By who? I don't know. I truly don't know. Let's move on. Crypto Barbie. She has a video from Brad Garlinghouse. Let's listen to it.
With Joe. I will correct one thing right out of the gates. Ripple did not actually issue XRP. The XRP ledger is an open source, decentralized technology, not dissimilar to Bitcoin. And some of the creators of the XRP ledger actually had been early engineers that worked on Bitcoin. And they saw some of the scalability problems that Bitcoin was likely to have, the speed, both from a energy consumption, cost, some of the other problems. And they wanted to build a better digital asset to solve some of these problems.
I like how Brad says it. The same people that worked on XRP worked on Bitcoin, and they built a better technology. I like this picture in Brad's office. Laugh now, but one day XRP will power the world. And like Brad says, he's had this in his office for a while. This was from 2023. I wonder if it's still up. Lord XRP gives us this video. Imagine Swift and Ripple have seen the benefits of using XRP as a bridge currency. They have seen and they will use it. Let's listen to what this guy has to say.
Swift is the preeminent messaging system for the financial industry, which covers, say, payments, FX, trade, in terms of securities, etc., Nostra reconciliations, etc. What we're looking with the crypto, though, is where Swift would have a store and forward system for most of its payment transactions, where you need service level agreements that in a certain time I will do something, but payment turns up at a certain time during the day. Here we're looking at the new network styles, which allow instant, real-time movement to the funds and visibility of those funds as well. So we would not have a situation where banks need to come back to you and say, have my funds arrived? It's 3 days later. I need to find out or find query messages moving around the network. There's nothing like that. I don't believe Ripple is going to replace Swift. Ripple is one of the complementary networks, which is going to allow those institutions who need real time to make use of that. And I think we're also seeing that Swift are changing their network capability so that real time will be a possibility as well. But we may also see Ripple XRP moving across the Swift network as a currency when we're perhaps using something like FX.
I thought that was an interesting video. Obviously, Swift is moving a ton of money around the world. If XRP can just move a portion of this money over the XRP ledger, I believe that we're going to see incredible price action. Now let's see this tweet from Ido Farina. Just like taxi drivers didn't like Uber, CD shops didn't like Spotify, Bitcoin maxis aren't ready for XRP because it's a superior technology that disrupts the old ways. Remember how Twitter users were skeptical about X? Change is always met with resistance. And we see this great chart here. Taxi to Uber, Internet Explorer to Chrome, CD to Spotify, Bitcoin to XRP. Now, of course, Spotify is getting moved over right now as well. If you guys watch any of my other videos, and all the artists are moving over to blockchain music, aka Gala music. The movement's being led by Snoop Dogg, Eric Shoemaker, Lila Steinberg, to name a few. Getting back to XRP, we see this tweet here. Elja Boom says that Bitcoin is reclaimed as 200-day EMA. This is bullish as it indicates that bulls are slowly regaining control. Seeker replies underneath, yeah, but what about this? It shows all the XRP partners, and then it shows the Bitcoin partners. And this may not be true. You may have a few more people as Bitcoin partners, but El Salvador is a big one, versus we know all the big partners with Ripple and XRP. Let's look at this article from August 7th, 2024. Ripple launches effort to promote blockchain innovation in UAE by payments. And this is on Payments TV. Blockchain solution provider Ripple is set to team up with Dubai's DIFC Innovation Hub. The DIFC Hub, home to more than 1,000 growth stage tech companies, digital labs, venture capital outfits, regulators, and educational entities. The UAE is home to one of the most advanced jurisdictions globally when it comes to offering regulatory clarity for licensed firms to offer virtual asset services and fostering an environment in which the next generation of financial innovation can flourish, Brad Garlinghouse says. It's huge to be in on the UAE. There are reports that oil is being bought with XRP. I don't think it's confirmed, but maybe it's happening in the back end and it just hasn't been confirmed yet. We see this tweet from XRP Avengers. Swift versus XRP, and this is actually a Ripple advertisement. Swift isn't fast enough. Move value across borders in an instant with Ripple's crypto solutions for business. And then to get a little bit political, crypto takes its 2024 political campaign to the White House. This is on Yahoo Finance, and it's written by David Hollerith and Ben Werschel on August 8th. And we see that Brad Garlinghouse name is mentioned here, as well as Circle CEO and Kraken CEO. Brad Garlinghouse was there, but then they come down and they show us this. And they don't even show XRP on the list. They show us Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Binance, and Dogecoin. What a joke. They also give us the Kamala walking and laughing. Now, Kamala, there were articles which said that she might choose Gary Gensler to be the Treasury Secretary if she's elected. Gary. Looking at XRP's price chart, we are sitting at 59 cents. Look at that all-time chart. We are sitting primed, waiting on the moment when we get to just go to the moon and break that previous all-time high. XRP guy says the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do it. Compares David Schwartz and Brad Garlinghouse to Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, who built Apple. Now, Apple's worth $3 trillion. If XRP were to get a market cap of $3 trillion, I think the price would be $300 per token. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then we got Dan Rocky here. So far, F assets for Bitcoin, XRP, and Doge are planned for mainnet in 2024. You will be able to stake your XRP on the Flarenet soon. And then we have the cat analyst saying both are so scarce that when Bitcoin and XRP connect to Songbird and Flare, the god candle the likes have never seen will get revealed. So Bitcoin and XRP, we've been pitted against each other in this argument. Raoul Paul saying that XRP, people shouldn't own it, but then telling people they should own Bitcoin. The cat analyst sees a world in which both are flourishing, surviving on Songbird and Flare's mainnet. You love to see it. And it's like Raoul Paul said, invest in the big ones, but also invest in some of the small ones. Flare and Songbird is the biggest potential in all of crypto right now, DeFi Daddy says. To take you guys into some other stuff I'm holding. I hold Flare, I hold Quant, I hold Songbird, and I hold Gala Music. I'm big on these cryptos. Thank you all for being with us. Zach from Web3 Reviews. Until next time.